Happy Tuesday, everyone. The apple does not fall from the tree. Once a cheater is always a cheater. And, there's trouble in paradise with Alicia Keys and her husband, Swiss Beatz. Rumor that she's filing for divorce because of his affair. 15 years of marriage, you guys. 15 years of marriage. And she found out that he is cheating. He allegedly cheated on her and father a child outside their marriage. We're going to dive in and we're going to talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to That's It. There's rumors circulating that Alicia Keys is filing for divorce from Swizz Beatz. 15 years of marriage. It just actually recently celebrated their 15 years, and it's not happily bliss. It really isn't. And I can't even imagine if this rumor is true that she found out that her husband been he's been stepping out of their marriage and allegedly had an affair with a woman and got her pregnant. And how she found out, he took a paternity test. He took a paternity test, and it confirms that he is the father of the mistress child, baby. And I'm not really surprised because didn't he cheated on his girlfriend or his wife when he met Alicia Keys? Correct me if I'm wrong. And didn't Alicia Keys knew that he was married and they pursued a relationship long, long time ago? I don't know what year was it. In the early 2000s or maybe early the 90s. I don't know. But like I said, the apple don't fall from the tree. Once a cheater is always a cheater. I'm a firm believer of that. A lot of people may disagree with me. People are, you can't remove the zebra stripes, the black stripes. You can't. People are who they say they are. They're not willing to change. And karma is a real thing. That's why you don't mess around with married men. And I'm not saying that Alicia Keys deserved that, but what I'm saying is you shouldn't double dip, meaning you shouldn't be, women or men should not be messing around with married men or married women because at the end of the day, it comes back. It comes back to you. Not right away, per se, not in a month from now or a year from now, maybe 15 years later. And that's happening to her, and I really feel bad for her and their two children that they have together. And, every marriage is not perfect. There's always going to be trials and tribulations and ups and downs and struggles in marriage. However, it's just totally wrong and disgusting on his part to cheat on her and got another woman pregnant and been messing with this side piece for a very long time. It's absolutely disgusting. And I just want to read to you the article, what the article said in regards to this rumor breakup. Oh, I just feel bad. Okay, it just says report Alicia Keys filing for divorce from Swizz Beatz. Outside baby allegedly. So, like I said, he got a woman pregnant that he was messing around with, and she found out from a maternity test. But I'm going to read the article, even more details about it. So, here we go. Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz recently celebrated their 15-year wedding anniversary, but it was not a happy occasion. According to a report, Alicia is planning to file for divorce, immediately allegedly that Swizz Beatz fathered an outside child with a longtime side piece girlfriend. Like, how can you do that? Longtime side piece. We have heard rumors of years about the music producer cheating on Alicia with a side piece, but he allegedly got sloppy and fathered a child with one woman. See, that's what I'm saying. Once a cheat, always a cheater. Alicia, 44, and Sweets were married in 2010. They shared two children. He also had three children from a previous relationship. According to Instagram blogger No Sleep hyphenated 411, Swiss, 46, got his longtime side piece pregnant. Alicia reportedly found out after Swizz provided a sample for the court order paternity test, and the test allegedly confirmed he is the daddy. Daddy, capital Daddy. He is the daddy You are the father. And paternity tests do not lie. Blood sample do not lie. And now Alicia wants out of their marriage, and who can blame her? Okay, they kept up outside appearance by celebrating their 15-year anniversary recently. And Alicia posted photos on Instagram on July 31st. 15 years of magic, and we are just getting started. She wrote in captions. Yeah, and the hobby was all a lie. Can you imagine the humiliation, the betrayal, the trust? You've been having this side piece girlfriend for I don't know how many years. And Alicia Keys, she's a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Great singer. Beautiful. And you want to cheat on her? You're you're disgusting. You disgust me. And I hope she does divorce you. I hope she does divorce you, and I hope she gets every penny from you because he's just wrong and disgusting. And on top of that, you got another woman pregnant, and you had to take a maternity test, and she had to find out that way. When you could have had enough balls to tell her, listen, I messed up, I slipped up, I stepped out of our marriage, and this woman saying that she's pregnant, that could be the father. You know what I mean? Obviously, you deal with it in a private setting, and then you deal with it together instead of like the whole world is going to find out that you cheated on your beautiful wife of 15 years of marriage with another woman, a side piece. And like I said, he done it before when he met with Alicia Keys, because I believe he was married or had a girlfriend, and he did exactly the same thing. And Alicia Keys should have known better. Not saying it's her fault, but she should have known the patterns. Like I said, the apple don't fall from the tree. Okay? Once a cheater, it's always a cheater. Remember that, women and men. Okay? Remember that. People cannot change. I know people are going to tell me, oh, people can change. No. When they have that tendency to cheat and not be faithful, I'm sorry. I'm talking for me for personal experience. They're always going to cheat, no matter what. You may get the exception of the rule. You may get one particular person that may not do it again and tell you, swear to you up and down, it just happened once and it didn't mean anything to me. We didn't have a relationship. I just slip up. I will never do it again. You may have a person who will say that. One person that will say that and probably meant it to and will never do it again. But then you have other men or women this will do it and don't care and don't care about the consequences because they think they will never get caught. They think that they would just do the shady thing behind your back and never get caught, but people always get caught. Lies always catch up to you, no matter what. No matter how sneaky you are, no matter how much you pay the person or pay your bodyguards or pay your assistant, whatever, it always comes out. It always does, okay? It never stays buried, okay? So the fact of the matter is, I really feel bad for her. She really loved this man, you know what I mean? And they shared a life together, children together, and this is the humiliation that she has to deal with, that she had to find out that the love of her life, her husband, cheated on her and got another woman pregnant, and then the paternity test confirmed that he is the father. Why should she stay? She should file for divorce. And I know that's people are going to say to me, it's easy said and done. I get it. There's history, there's love, there's so many things involved and factor in all this marriage. But she has to think of it. This is a betrayal. He's been doing this behind her back for how many years? You know what I mean? And on top of that, he got another woman pregnant. Now, if he just cheated on her, maybe she can get past of the betrayal and the hurt because he's been doing it for so long, but he fathered another child. So he has 3. Well, basically, altogether, he has 5, okay? 6 now. You know what I mean? It's just the cheating, and it's the constantly cheating, and you got another woman pregnant. How can a woman get past that? If it was just a one-time thing, and it was meaningless, and it didn't mean anything to you, then okay. Then us women, we are a very forgiving person, okay? We are. But when it comes to you keep doing it over and over again behind my back, to me, our marriage was a sham. Our marriage was a lie because you continue to have an affair behind my back with another woman, and on top of that, you got her pregnant. How can I go back to that? How can I trust you or trust the marriage? How can I believe that everything that we said together, our vows in front of God and our family and our friends, is that really was true? Is that really real? That's probably she was thinking. She's probably thinking that. I probably would think the same thing too. Like this was just all a sham. like our marriage. It was all based on the line because you were never faithful. And on top of that, did you really love me? Did you actually really love me? Because right now you destroy our family. You destroyed our family. You destroyed my trust. And now I have to take care of the mess that you made because you couldn't keep your penis in your pocket. You couldn't keep, not your pocket, in your pants. Excuse me. You couldn't keep your penis in your pants. Okay? You had to go around, and then now I have to deal with the mess and deal with this whole thing. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing for her. And like I said, she's a beautiful woman. But again, she knew who she was married. She knew who she was dealing with too at the same time. Now, I'm not saying that she deserved to be cheated. No woman or man should be deserved to be cheated on. Because to me, it's an ultimate betrayal. And yes, we have to forgive the people that hurt us 100%. It's going to take time. Some people will forgive faster than others. Some is just going to take a little bit of time. But we do have to forgive. At the same token, the trust is broken. I can't even imagine what she's going through and how she's feeling right now. You know, is it going to be true that she's going to file for divorce? I don't know. It just rumors are talking, and they're saying that she is going to file for divorce. In my opinion, I think she should, because he's been doing it for how long? It doesn't say, to be honest with you. It just says that. Let me go back. That a long time side piece that they haven't elaborate long time side piece. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be over a decade. I'm not really sure, and the report is not very clear how long they were together. But the fact of the matter is, he cheated. He stepped out of his marriage. He betrayed her trust. He broke his vows. And now he has to deal with the consequences. And at the end of the day, it's really up to Alicia Keys. It doesn't matter what I say, what anyone else says outside or comment, because everyone's going to have their opinion. But at the end of the day, it's really up to her if she's going to stay, to work this out and forgive him and work out their marriage. It's her life. Me, I'm sorry. If it was me, your ass is grass. Okay? I'm divorcing you. I'm divorcing you. Whatever we have together, we split it. If there's no prenup, we split everything 50-50. Okay? I take half. You take half, just pay child support and take care of your kids. And I want nothing to do with you. And let me live in peace. That's just me. If I was in that situation, there's no way I can stay in a marriage and trust that person. Because like I said, and I said it in my previous video about a relationship about trust. And if someone cheats, once that trust is broken, it's hard to get it back, because you're always going to wonder your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend's whereabouts, what they're doing, see their phone, doing this. No one doesn't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be someone's babysitter, okay? I really don't. If the trust is there, it's there. If it's not there and it's broken, it's hard to recover unless you go to therapy. That's going to be a lot of therapy session to gain that trust back. For me, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. Especially if I have children, my first priority is to take care of our kids and their well-being and try to make their life comfortable and easy as much as possible. That would be my first top priority, not the husband, because you know what? No, I didn't ask you to take your penis out and stick it to another person's vagina. Okay, no, I didn't ask you that. And on top of that, you got another one pregnant. How can I get past that? How can I get over that? I can forgive you because that's what God says. We have to forgive. But how can any person get past the betrayal, get past what you did to me, when I've been nothing but a good wife to you and taking care of your children, taking care of the household? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that our marriage is all, cookies and cream. There is ups and downs, but no woman or man deserves to be treated like that or to be cheated on. Point blank, period. I don't care how bad the situation is. No one should be treated like that. It's just absolutely wrong and immoral and just disrespectful to the marriage, to you, to your children, and how your children are going to look at you. It's utterly disgusting. It's a betrayal that you can't come back to. You understand? And I can't even imagine what Alicia Keys she's going through. I really can't. I really can't. I know a lot of people say, I told you so. You were warned. You were warned about him. But she doesn't want to hear that. She doesn't want to hear, I told you so. And just keep it to yourself. Right now, what she needs is love and support from her family, from her friends, from from her fan base. That's all she needs right now. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to hear "I told you so." And again, I'm not there. I grew up listening to Alicia Keys. I loved her music. You know what I mean? And like I said, she's a beautiful woman, and she don't deserve that at all. She really don't. I don't care how bad in their relationship was, whether it was good or bad. She didn't deserve this at all. She didn't deserve the humiliation and this from her husband. 15 years. That's a long time. That's a long time to be with someone, and to throw it out the drain just to get a piece of ass. On top of that, you got a woman pregnant. Shame on yourself. And like I said, Swizz Beatz, he's going to reap what he sows, because it says it in the Bible, thou shalt not commit adultery. And he committed adultery. And what that happens, he's just going to feel the reckoning of Jesus. He is, because you don't do that. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You don't step out of your marriage and find another side piece because to please you, to make you feel good at night. And then how dare you lay in bed each and every night with your wife, pretending everything is okay when you've been sneaking around behind her back, seeing another chick, your side piece, and then going back to bed with your wife, lying to her, lying to the other woman. And I'm not saying, all of it, I'm blaming on Swizz Beatz, and I'm blaming on the other woman too. She probably knew. Yeah, of course. She probably knew he was married. I don't know what lies and spills he told her. You know what I mean? Because, there's three sides to every story. There's his side, there's her side, and there's God's side. And God is always right, and God always told the truth. You know what I mean? He could have easily possibly told her, I'm going to divorce her, I'm going to leave her, blah, blah, blah. All this crap. And he probably was never going to leave or divorce Alicia Keys. Never. Okay, he just wanted to tell her what she wanted to hear. He probably paid her off too. She probably was going to tell her or tell the media. But he probably gave her money to shut her up. And now he's been exposed. He's been exposed. So I blame her too, because she knew better too. She knew what she was doing. She knew he was married, but she didn't care. They both are disgusting people, and they both are going to reap what they sow. It's utterly disgusting. Like, I don't understand why women are trying to get their hands on married men. They're off limits, or married women off limits. Unless they're divorced, unless you see the divorce papers, then you have no business dealing with a married person at all, period. Okay? And if you know that they're married, walk away. Resist the temptation. Resist the lust. I don't care how much you're attractive to the person's taken. The person's married. Okay? Unless they file for divorce and then you see the ink on that divorce paper, they still married. And you have no business dealing with a married person. Point blank, period. Resist it. It's utterly disgusting. I have no respect for any person who deals with a married man or a woman. It's utterly disgusting. They disgust me. They have no respect for people in their marriage. And I know it takes two. It takes two to tango. You know what I mean? And both of them were wrong. Both of them. And shame on them. And like I said, you reap and you will sow. Karma is a bitch, you guys. And it's a real thing. And now it's catching up, unfortunately, to Alicia Keys. And again, I don't wish that on her. I don't wish that on anyone. But I believe that everyone warned her about him because he did cheated on his girlfriend or his wife with Alicia Keys. Now, I don't know if Alicia Keys knew that he was in a previous relationship before when they got together or after they got. I don't know. But like I said, once a cheater is always a cheater. You can't remove a leopard stripe. You can't, because there's always going to be a leopard stripe. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I wish her well. I wish her best in whatever decision that she makes through the future. Listen, it's really on her. Whatever she decides, whether she stays in this marriage or divorces scumbag, because he is a scumbag. You know what I mean? Like, whatever he says, she shouldn't believe him. She shouldn't believe him because it's all full of lies. Because you lied to her throughout the whole marriage. We don't know how long you had this side piece. Why should she believe you now? What you tell her. You're going to start crying and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't meant this to happen. It just happened. Blah, blah, blah. Get the hell out of here. All this crying and it's full of bullshit. I wouldn't believe him. I wouldn't believe him. Don't believe him. Tell him to take his stuff and get the F out of our place. Find a hotel. Find another place to stay. Get out of my house. That's what I would have said to him. Get out of my house, and I don't want to hear your BS because all of it is a lie. Okay? You just got caught. You got caught. And yeah, that would be me if I was Alicia Keys. I'd kick him out the house. Kick him out of the house. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see your face. But anyway, let me know what you think. And I will keep you updated of this rumor divorce and what she's going to do. And again, just pray for her, pray for her family, because I know this is not going to be easy for her at all. And like I said, I don't wish this on anyone. And my heart goes out to her and her children, you know. And Swizz Beatz and the side piece, they're both scumbags, in my opinion. They're both scumbags, and they deserve what they get. They really do. And it's coming. It's coming. Just you mark our word, my word, excuse me. It's coming. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. That's it. And I will see you guys tomorrow.